Sooner Nation,
Good.
our first special guest of the
Uh,
night, Kennedy Brooks, number 26 on the field, and my roomie, and my bestie, and yeah. What's up, KB?
Yeah, it was good with it. It was good with it.
What's going on, my brother? Yo,
My best life, man. Live my best life.
we are not gonna waste any time, bro. Just the shootout, Cotton Bowl. Tell us about it. Thoughts growing up as a kid. Go, man. Go. Let's go. Let's hear it.
Ah, well, my mom was originally from Texas. My dad's from Oklahoma, and man, it's always been a feud in my house, man. To who's gonna win, man? Texas or Oklahoma? Mom grew up watching UT. Dad grew up watching OU. So I mean, it was always a big rivalry in my house. I had to pick a side. So I didn't really care about the rivalry, but until I got to my high school year, I was all OU. OU, when I saw DeMarco Murray, Adrian Peterson, I saw all of them kill the rivalry, man. It was a great experience. And God, man, this rivalry was crazy, man. Just great atmosphere. The fans was crazy. Probably the best one I ever been. Coming back from a 28-7. Oh my God, it's ridiculous, dummy, and just man, it was just a great experience, man. I loved it.
I remember talking to you on the sidelines, bro. Like when they went up 14-0, I remember looking at you and just like, bro, like, what are we doing? Like,
Yeah,
why are we making this
and
hard on ourselves?
man, bro, it took a turn quick, bro, with that receiver taking that long screen to a touchdown and that block punt. I was like, oh my God, here we go, Red River rivalry, man. This is how it always is. You already know this.
no, for sure. I mean, one of the things we said in our meeting, remember, if y'all both remember, it was don't come in this game with any expectations because it's not going to go how you expect it will. And I could say that it didn't go how we expected it would for the
At
first
all,
for the
at
first 2 minutes
all.
of the game. I looked up and it was 13 minutes on the clock, and I was like, "Dang, we already down 30 or 14-0. Like that's
Jesus,
tough."
So
man,
tell us,
man, man.
KB, tell us on the last drive, right? Were you expecting the score or were you thinking about setting up the field goal? What was your thought process on that?
Well, the crazy thing is, all right, so it was a it was a run play throughout the whole way. But the crazy thing, I asked him, Marco. I asked him, God, I asked him, Marco. Uh, asked him, Marco. Hey man, should I score? Like man, I said, should I score or should I just get down? And at first he was like, nah, get down, get down, get down. And then as soon as we broke through the huddle, he was like, hey, bro, if there's a hole, go score, go win this. And I was like, all right, bet. So, bro, after I got that snap, I saw my read and I was like, oh my god, it's about to close. And I was like, no, what? I'm gonna hit it outside. Just forget it. I'm just gonna take off. And then that happened, man. And I was so nervous. If I would have tripped or anything, oh my god, it would have been ugly. It would have been disgusting.
Bro, were you nervous? Like, what were you thinking about what could happen or anything like that?
Nah, I was definitely nervous just because like last big play I had, I fumbled at the end of it. but my knee was down. But I was like, okay. So I was like, okay, first and foremost, do not lose this ball. Wherever you do not lose this freaking ball. And then, man, whatever happens, happens. And then, dude, after like I said, after I took it outside, my thing was like, I have to get an end zone, or I'm never getting in a big type of moment, big play like this ever again. So I had to make it happen.
No, for sure. For sure. I think I can speak for the whole team, and that we appreciate your ball security on those last couple those last couple
What?
touchdowns. For
Facts,
sure.
facts.
Oh
But
wait,
no,
wait, hold on, Brayden, weren't you in on that last play as well? What were you thinking?
I was in on the last play. What was I
But you
Yeah,
thinking?
still blocked.
yeah.
Really, I was just thinking the same thing as because we ran the same play as the previous touchdown, literally.
Literally.
Um, I was just thinking that the play was gonna happen the same way. It was the exact same look, really, and I figured it was gonna be the exact same way. So I was like, let me go get this block, let KB hit it off my butt, and let's go win this game. I don't know. I don't want to say I knew we were going to score, but I knew something good was going to happen because something good happened the last time we ran that play. So, it was just all around good vibes. Like, I just knew it was going to be a big play, and it ended up being a good play. KB had a great run. We had some great blocks from Jaden and Drake. And, it just – I will say those last 2 touchdown runs that you had, KB, I watched them today, watched a little bit of film today, bro. The whole thing was like art, just the way from how our O line like blocked it
Yeah,
up to the receivers blocking on the outside. Like
right.
everything was just so well put together and beautiful. It was nice, man.
Nah, for sure, man.
I
The O
know Coach
line.
B was probably shedding some tears.
What? Hey, Coach B was stoked, man. He even told me good job after the game. What? I was shook. I said, Coach B? Coach B, really? Bro, what? Man, the O-line did an amazing job, bro. Just blocking, especially in the second half, bro. Dude, they dominated the line of scrimmage. And receivers, bro, dude, blocking downfield, man, it was beautiful just watching them do that, man. It was I definitely appreciate them because man, they did my job. Man, they made my job so much easier, for sure, for sure.
There was a lot of hype going into this game in regards to B.J. Robinson, their running back. Did that give you any extra motivation or anything like that?
Actually, bro, it really did. Cause like, man, like I ain't really been playing as well as I want to, but man, going to this game and just coming back home and not playing it last year, man, it was just a more motivation just to try to just to do more than I usually do. And I had way more better energy, like way so stoked. Like after every run, every tough run I had great energy, and just being out there and being a regular rivalry game, man, it was just so much. So I took it a little bit personal when the Heisman favorite was a running back for Texas. So I definitely took it more personal.
Oh no, yeah, I agree. And that's crazy that you say that because that was literally going to be my question was how do you did this kind of add something to your game, not playing in the last year? And obviously it did. You just mentioned that. So I'm going to go to another question I have for you. So you know how there's sometimes that guys get hot, like basketball players, for instance, Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, they get hot. They have the hot hand. Like, is that a thing for running backs? I know it is for like receivers and catching the ball. Once you get into that groove and you can go up and make certain different plays and get into that rhythm, So I just want to know, is that something that happens for running backs too?
Oh yeah, for sure, man. You just get a better feel of where everything's gonna hit, and you're more in tune with the O line, man. Just looking at the calls and looking at where y'all about to like go back for these cut blocks and everything, man. It just makes it a lot more easier, knowing like, oh man, we're gassing and getting tired. So it's man, and getting that push off the line of scrimmage, man. It's just you can definitely get hot as a running back real quick.
Oh
100%.
no, yeah, I definitely agree with you because I would say when people ask me about you, what is one of the things that you do really well? I say that you're patient and you read the holes really well. Like a lot of times, like you set me up for blocks so well that I don't even have to work as hard because you set me up really good. Set the guy up inside and then cut back outside. Well, I already have the guy pinned, so
Right.
I do think that you can't get hot as a running back as well because obviously there's certain things that go into it, like you just said.
100%.
Yo,
It's
KB.
good.
Somebody
Yeah.
tagged me on Twitter actually after the game, and they were like, "Yo, KB looks like he's moving in slow motion, but he's really out there running fast." Like,
You know
Yeah.
what? Funny story. Funny story. You know that. So I actually played KB in high school. Our teams played.
yeah,
They beat the mess out of us my junior year. We were not good. They were pretty good. KB had, I think, 232 and 3 touchdowns in the first half. And so like the week leading up to the game, we're watching film and our defense was watching film and they're coming back to me. They're telling me, hey, this Kennedy Brooks guy, man, he's not really that good. Like, I don't think he's that good. I just think they've been playing nobodies. I was like, oh, really? All right. Sounds good. They're like, bro, he just doesn't look that fast on tape. Like, he doesn't look that strong. He looks like he's moving in slow motion. It's like, all right, cool. We get out in the game.
Hey,
232 yards and 3 touchdowns in the first half, man. So yeah, he was definitely not moving in slow motion. He was definitely stronger than what he looked. So
Man, bro, I've been getting that for like all my career of playing football, and I don't know what it is. Like, cause I promise you, I'm giving all my effort to run. Like, I promise you, I'm going out there and try to do what Kagan's told us. Literally everything. Try to run that 21, that 20 miles per hour. Like, I'm over there gassed, and people are like, "Bro, you're running so slow." And I said, "Dude, this is the fastest I can go. I promise. I'm trying to get up there. I'm trying."
Well,
So yeah,
you
that's
actually be moving. I just think it's more of a fact that you're just like you just look so it looks effortless. I wouldn't say it just you look slow. It just looks effortless. Like it
right.
doesn't look like you're straining at all, but you're actually in real life moving.
So hey man, I'm telling you right now, I'm training for all of it. I'm training for all of it, man. I wish I was fast like Marvin now.
Oh man, I
Man, I'll
mean,
be trying to get it.
Well, don't we all
if
wish we were
speed
like
like
Marv?
that can be bought, man, I would have already bought it by now. You know?
What? What? But if we could trade legs, I would definitely trade legs right now, 100%.
No,
Man.
for sure,
Hey, maybe I wouldn't have gotten caught
for
on the
sure.
trick play if I had speed like Marvin, huh?
But he did
Yo,
have to come back for the ball though. He did back for the
He
ball
did
though.
have to come back. He did have to come back. KB,
bro.
I did tell him it's funny, all these funny stories, man. But like literally during at the hotel during walkthrough, we're like we all said as a tight end group, we were like, well, hopefully we don't run this on like 80 yards away, like the 15-yard line or something like
Guess
that,
what we
so we
did?
don't have to run so far. We literally on the field where Coach Riley's like, all right, I'm thinking about running this, and we're like, all right,
Mm.
well, we're on the 25-yard line. I was like, J Hall. I looked at J Hall. I said, don't get caught.
It's a long way home. It's a long way home, man. It's a long way home. Hey,
to
Jay
reassure
Hall
him,
though.
I also told him, I said, well, it doesn't look that far from here. Like the end zone's just right there.
What? Hey, I know as soon as he caught it, he looked outfield and said, "Oh my God, that's a long way." Jesus, Jesus. But I got a question for Jay Hall though, bro. That hurdle,
Oh,
what, bro? Bro, what? Tell me your process. You caught the ball. What was going through it? Like, tell me what was the process going through it, jumping over somebody?
bro, I just caught it, and I was like, if there's any play or any game where I'm gonna make something happen, it's gonna be
Yeah,
the Cotton Bowl.
facts, man.
Yo, it was just nothing more to it. You know what I'm saying? I was tired
Yeah.
of those guys ankle biting. I was like,
Been
I'm
watching
gonna
too
go
much
over the
Trey
top this
Miller.
time.
Hey, he was watching his highlight tape right before the game. He said, "Oh yeah,
He's watching too much of it.
hey,
Yep.
if you didn't, if the other dude didn't hit you, you would have cleared him easily. You would have
Oh
cleared
yeah.
him
I
easily.
know.
I
Well,
told KB, I told him he should have Spartan kicked him like AB did
Oh my
in that one game like a few years ago.
hey, well, listen, guys. I don't mean to come to an abrupt stop or anything, but we got to leave room for the next interview. You know what I'm saying?
I
So,
got you. I got
KB, man, we appreciate you coming on, bro. Thank
you. Hey
you
man, thanks
from
for
the
having me.
bottom of my
Thank
heart.
y'all. I catch y'all later
Man.
tomorrow.
Pod on the Prairie family. We are in the heat of college football season right now, and football is probably taking over your life. You're watching hours and hours of games on Saturdays and are so focused on our team taking care of the ball that you may start to not be taking care of your own balls. But have no fear, because the Performance Package 4.0 from our friends at Manscaped is here and ready for you.
Jay, inside this incredible package, you'll find my favorite, the brand new Lawnmower 4.0 trimmer, the Weed Whacker ear and nose hair trimmer, the Crop Preserver ball deodorant, Crop Reviver toner, plus 2 free gifts. Boxer briefs that are mighty comfortable, might I add, and a shed travel bag.
Brayden, Manscaped is so clutch. You know how clutch? I'm talking getting the ball with 3 minutes and 31 seconds left in the fourth quarter, marching down 80 yards to set up a field goal to win as time expires type of clutch.
Jay, actually, I was more so thinking like lead blocking for your co-host on a reverse on a 4-yard touchdown type of clutch.
You know what? Thanks again for that, by the way.
Bro, I always got you. And listeners, Manscaped has you. It's easy to lose control of yourself during this football season, but Manscaped makes sure that your balls are taken care of. For example, the Lawnmower 4.0, which has a 7,000 RPM motor. a new multifunction on and off switch that can engage a travel lock and gives you the ability to turn a 4000K LED spotlight on and off when needed for a more precise shave.
And Brayden, what is so awesome about the Performance Package 4.0 is that it isn't just for below the belt. The package includes a weed whacker, ear, and nose hair trimmer to make sure you're clean on top as well.
Man, our coaches always preach no excuses. Pod on the Prairie family, make sure there are no excuses when it comes to your grooming. Get 20% off and free shipping when you use the code Prairie at manscaped.com. That's 20% off with free shipping. You can't beat that. Just use the code Prairie.
By the way, guys, that is Prairie, Prairie. Join the 2 million men worldwide and your two favorite college football players, which also happen to be your favorite podcast hosts, by getting the Performance Package 4.0. That way, when you at the TV for our team to take care of the ball, you've already taken care of yours.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, our second guest.
Bro, come on, fam. You speak all the time. Like, come on.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, our second guest of tonight, my boy, number 19 on the field, Caleb Kelly. Bro, appreciate you having us.
Yes,
All right,
man.
Cuzzo.
Yo.
Funny story. Another one. I call Caleb my cuzzo because we look like each other in pads, sort of, kind of. If you look at us from the back and you don't see numbers or nothing, our builds are kind of similar. So that's my cuzzo from Cali.
I can believe that.
I'm like the, out of all the linebackers, I'm the honorary H-back since I'm doing the wedge with y'all anyways. You know what I mean?
True that.
Oh my gosh. Sooner
Nation. Out of the linebackers, at least, like, you know what I'm saying?
Sooner Nation, this guy thinks just because he played a few snaps at tight end in high school, he can come play H-back at the University of Oklahoma.
Hold on, I had 12 tugs in high school, dog. Come on, man.
Oh, okay.
Senior year, though. Just senior year, though.
Oh, I didn't know
junior
that.
year and sophomore year, I was scoring tugs. You know what I mean?
Okay. All right. I didn't know all that.
Man, we can pull up the film anytime you want. You know
I already had to fact check J Hall on my film, so we could do that.
Yeah, you know that.
Wait, hold on. Before we start all that, right? I want Sooner Nation to know this is the most clean and uncut podcast to ever touch the market, right? So we just had an abrupt stop with Kennedy, right? That's because we were recording in the middle of the tornado. Sooner Nation, we are so committed to you guys that we were recording prior to the tornado, and we had to cut it short because the hail started coming. And obviously, everybody knows I'm from North Carolina, right? I'm not an Oklahoman, but you just kind of get pretty comfortable with relying on the weatherman and the Weather Channel on timing of the tornadoes and when you need to get in the bathroom, and then just getting back out whenever you're all clear. So I don't know. Am I crazy for that? Are we tripping?
Yeah, because I'm from California, and I was like, oh, it's yellow outside. It's looking real yellow outside. I know that means tornado coming.
But for those of y'all watching on YouTube, I know y'all probably saw me, like, I'm waving at our producer Alex, like, I gotta go. Like, it's pretty loud outside. I should probably get in the bathroom, Oh,
like
all
a train coming.
Yeah, man. All right, so yeah, run that question back, Brayden.
The background.
Yeah, man.
Okay,
Just tell us a little bit about yourself. Let the people know who you are. Who's Caleb Kelly?
Who's Caleb Kelly? You know how they, like in the movies, they be asking that question. You're supposed to give like a deep response. I'm not giving one right now, but no, I'm
short and simple, baby.
But I'm from Fresno, California, 5'9". I was 5-star in high school. I was, I guess, like accolades, 5-star Army All-American. I was the Butkus Award winner my senior year for top linebacker. And then, grew up man of faith. Faith is big for me. I ain't got no daddy. That's big for me. Single mother. Got a stepdad. And they've been on and off since I was like 5. So,
Paul, right?
But we wasn't super close until I got older. But he's cool. And then I got my little brother. Jeremiah. So, I got that tatted on me. Jeremiah tries to claim that it's his name, but it's really for my little brother.
Yeah, Brayden,
And
always crack that. Whenever we meet people together, like whenever I'm with Caleb, he's in my NBA program. I'm like, yeah, Caleb loves me so much. He got his name tatted on him. So,
I
what?
actually never knew that. I never knew that you had that tat.
You be sitting by me every day.
I know. It's
That's
crazy.
Yeah, but yeah, so I'm real close to my little brother, even though he don't answer the phone for me anymore. He's too cool for me now. He's at that age.
Yeah, it
And
happens.
yeah, football. I mean, started as a true freshman, sophomore, junior, had a bunch of injuries, and here I am, sixth season, the OG of the OGs, and
OG, triple
still,
OG.
trying to get right with my dogs.
so as the OG on the team, man, I saw you post a picture on Twitter today of your journey 2016, 2021, Texas then, Texas yesterday. How does it feel like just coming from that journey? That how does it, just talk about your experience, the Cotton Bowl experience, OU experience, like anything you want to touch on?
Yeah, I guess OU in general, so much has changed, like culture, coaches, everything. I've had 5 different position coaches, maybe 6. I think it's just 5. Like I've had so many different coaches. I've had so many different experiences, so many different teammates, a bunch of quarterbacks, a bunch of famous quarterbacks all the time. You hear about them, Heisman's and all that. Uh, I played in every single New Year's Six Bowl but the Fiesta Bowl. So, I mean, I've been all over the place with this school and had so many cool times. And yeah, I don't know. I mean, I love it. And then the Cotton Bowl was cool. I 6-1 against Texas because we got to play them so many times over the years. We got to play them twice my junior year in the Big 12 championship again. But yeah, I really don't like Texas. Their fans be tripping, and they just come out so cocky. And then they got up on us yesterday quick, and you just felt it. They were like, "Oh, we got this in the bag," and so yeah, it just felt good to do what we had to do and
Yes,
get back
shut that
right.
down. Yeah, shut all
Mm-hmm.
that down.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, for sure. It is kind of crazy. I was gonna ask you like how has the culture changed, being here for, 6 years, like you said, like what are the major differences that you kind of noticed?
Well, the obvious is the defense. I mean, we went from like 129th in the country out of like 129 in like coverage and overall defense and all type of stuff to now like a top 20 defense or something like that, and trying to get back up into top 10. And so, I mean, just from that aspect as a defensive player, has been crazy. All the coaching changes from Stoops to Grinch and all the position coaches in between. It's a different mentality. And I mean, Coach Grinch is it's crazy how well he speaks and how much energy he has to do what he does every single day. And so, yeah, man, I mean, the culture in general, I mean, you guys are leaders too. So you a captain too. And so with the accountability and the leadership that we've just tried to put in, I mean, no, everybody knows like you follow the old guys and they'll lead you the right way, and you make sure that when it's your time, do what you got to do. And I mean, we had a good example in Caleb Williams yesterday too. Young dude come in when it's his time, do what he's got to do, just follow the lead of everybody else. And so, I mean, it's been a crazy culture change for sure. But one consistent thing is that Big 12 championship. That's one thing. Even with bad defenses, whatever, we got that ring.
Yes,
Nah,
sir.
for sure, for
The
sure.
Big 12 runs through Norman, Oklahoma. Man, I know we keep calling you an old head and the OG, but it seems so fitting. So tell me, OG, I know we talked about it, but what was it like to pretty much give us the boost to go win the game there at the end on the kickoff? You get the strip fumble, recovery, and all that. And the fans, they don't even know that it's our ball. Tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah, so uh, we were kicking to my side, and so I'm thinking, okay, I got to fly down. I don't have to rover or fold or anything. I can just go down and go make a play. And I mean, it was close. We were tied up at that point, and so I'm like, all right, this is ball game time. Like, I remember they were showing Roy Williams after his Superman play. He went down on kickoff and went and smacked somebody, and I'm like, man, and he was standing over there on the sideline, and so I'm looking. I'm like, yeah, I gotta give me a play like that. And so I'm running down, and I see a blocker, and I can see that B. Mead's feeling the right way. And so I'm like, okay, he can't cut back, so he's just going to go forward. So let me just beat the blocker. I beat the blocker, and I grab the ball, and I feel it, and he's trying to run through my tackle, but, like, I feel the ball in my hand, so I just rip as hard as I can, and it just comes out. And then he jumped on top of me, so it really looked like just a routine tackle, but I'm turned up. I'm running around, and I'm going crazy, and everybody's like laughing. Like, you could see everybody's reactions in the stands, kind of like cheering, because it's like everybody's turned up, but it's like it's just a routine tackle. What's up? And then next thing you know, like I have the ball or whatever, and people are turned up. Everybody's running around, and it's just like, yeah.
Yeah, that was wild. So on the sideline, we kind of knew you had the ball. Like, we could see it. That's why we're going like crazy. But in the stands, I talked to my mom today, and she talked about that play. They had no idea that you had the ball, obviously, like you just said. And the last two kicks, other than the one that he fair caught, well, like the last three, but other than the where he fair caught, there was big plays on kickoff. There was like a big hit, the play before that one. So they thought that, according to my mom, they thought that y'all were just real hype. You know how after y'all had that big hit, the kickoff before, y'all went over to the sideline, we was hyping up the crowd and everything like that. My mom just thought y'all were real hype. And then, like, you show the ball, then it's like, whoa, why did he get the ball? It's it's funny to hear that from my mom's perspective, because they had no idea. Like, they had no idea. It's hilarious.
Yeah. You see it on the angle too. They showed like on ESPN or whatever. Like, you cannot see it. Like, they had to show the different angle and like slow mo it. And yeah, it was cool though.
For sure.
Man, the OG leading us to victory.
It is kind of like some fairy tales type stuff for real.
For real though, man. I'm glad we could go out on top as old heads in the Cotton Bowl, man. I really am. So Caleb, man, I think that's all the time that we have for this interview, bro. Is there anything you want to leave the people, man? Anything you want to plug them in with? Anybody you want to shout out?
Shout out my mama. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Shout out my mama.
I knew that was coming.
Shout out mama.
Yeah, you knew that was coming. And shoot, man, let's go get another ring. Let's try to get a natty for real though, man. I mean, just a Big 12. I think the fans are tired of it, and so I'm to Sooner Nation. I'm gonna do everything I can to help get these boys going and continuing on what we got going. And yeah, Boomer Sooner.
For sure. You heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen. Our captain, my peer in the classroom, the mama's boy, the biggest mama's boy on the team.
Your mom gonna be sick hearing you say that.
Yeah. No, bro. I've seen you interact with your mom, and y'all are like besties. Like y'all might as well be siblings, honestly.
We was at breakfast today,
Yeah. Yo, well, thank you again, though, Caleb, for coming on to the show. We really appreciate you, bro.
All right, love y'all boys, man.
Appreciate it, baby.